more and more young people are feeling lonely. A challenge to accept that you're lonely, because you might think, well, if I accept I'm lonely, then I'm a loser, and you don't want to be that person. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Real Talk with Dr. Deen. Today I want to talk about loneliness, and what I've noticed is, and this is what the stats say, that more and more people are lonely. Despite the technology we have around us, we are feeling lonely. So I really want to tackle this for everybody watching, and what I've actually experienced. So even myself, sometimes I would just ring a friend just to talk to them. It's just a nice feeling to do that. And more young people are feeling lonely despite having social media, because social media isn't real connection. Unless you're private messaging and talking to somebody, or really, even that's not healthy, just to pick up the phone and give someone a call is the right thing. So how can you tackle loneliness? The first thing you need to do is recognize that you're lonely. Some people remain in denial because it can be quite a challenge to accept that you're lonely, because you might think, well, if I accept I'm lonely, then I'm a loser, and you don't want to be that person. But if you accept that you're lonely and you feel lonely, you may have a lot of people around you and still feel lonely. You may live with a lot of people, still be lonely, because there's no interaction, there's no engagement, there's no discussion with them, or you're not eating with them, you're not talking to them. So loneliness isn't just about living on your own, although that is a big problem. A lot of people are living on their own, and more people are living alone on their own. But first thing is to acknowledge that you're lonely. Secondly is to make a plan to get out of it. And the way to make the plan to get out of loneliness is to write down what actions you can take to meet other human beings. I know people, they get a cat or a dog, but Muslims, we get a cat, but that can also help with loneliness. But talking to another human being is another thing. We are humans and we need to interact with humans. And if we do that, that will really improve our mental health and our well-being. So acknowledging and then making a plan. So what kind of plans can you make? So to join, if you're not joining the gym, join the gym. Now, I'm going to tell you what happens when you do these things. So if you join the gym, or start going out, or join a cycling club, or just walk in the park, the one thing people forget is that the majority of the world, despite what the media says, the majority of the world is friendly and is willing to talk to other people. And if you interact with strangers, they will respond. Most people will talk back and hold a conversation with you. Just need a little bit of confidence just to say hi. I hesitate sometimes as well, but I've noticed every time I did hesitate, and then I did want to actually talk to somebody, I got the courage to say hello or salam, and I've had a very fruitful conversation. So it's just about breaking that, and you don't know where you will meet friends. And I can tell you, I know people that meet and make friends just literally on the passing. So literally at an airport, as they're checking in, they meet someone and they share numbers and they become a friend. And I've seen this happen. People can make friends in seconds, literally. So there is a way out of loneliness. You just got to approach people, say hi, oh, that's a nice coat you're wearing, and or whatever it might be. And if it's in the home, then we should be interacting anyway. So especially siblings, I see a lot of siblings that don't talk to each other, which is really sad. But just make the effort. Don't wait for someone else. Just make the effort. We don't want to be people that blame others for our problems all the time. We should try our best to try and make an effort and be proactive in fighting that loneliness and building bonds. The more people we know, and that's what I've noticed in my life, the more people I know, the more it's mutually beneficial, whether it's mentally, physically, in terms of so physically getting help with anything that I might need to do, car broke down, mentally, in terms of advice and guidance, support. It's amazing what you can do when you fight loneliness, all the help that you can get. When we're talking about social media, and that's not the right way to fight loneliness, there is a positive way to do that, and that is to actually use it for like FaceTime and things like that rather than social media. With social media, those people aren't real friends normally. 99% of them you don't even know, if not more. So they're not going to fight your loneliness. The odd comment isn't going to fight loneliness. You might get a negative comment, which will make you feel even more lonely. So actual FaceTime or videos, video chat with people, that's going to fight the loneliness as well. So focus on the things where you can get more human interaction, and then you'll realize over time which people you connect with more. But I would say at the moment, connect with as many people as possible, and out of those you'll find a pool of, inshallah, you'll find a pool of friends that can start to become more and more part of your life and a part of the things that you want to do, or you can want to express yourself or share your ideas. You can be with that person. And the last thing is to share in experiences. So sign up for whatever you're interested in. So whether if it's a media class or a course, or anything where you can, fishing or whatever it might be, cycling, whatever, join up with a group of people that are like-minded so that you can get involved with something. And then on top of that, you make your du'as, ask Allah to help you find people, and the right people will come in your life. It always happens. So I've met people that have been amazing in my life from the most unexpected places. One of my closest friends I met by selling a vehicle. So I was just selling a vehicle, and they came to buy it, and they became one of my closest friends. So you could be selling your car and you meet another person. So loneliness can be fought in many different ways, but the key is to be active in doing that. So acknowledging there's a problem, starting to be proactive, and then deciding who are the people that you want to get really close to you in your life. And also it's about giving back as well, which I'm sure you'll do, but give back to people as well. So whatever, it's not, and I've seen this sometimes where people will be lonely, and then they do make an effort, they interact with somebody and say, well, they didn't reciprocate, they didn't respond well. Maybe sometimes it takes 2-3 times to create an understanding and a good bond. So keep trying, and then if it really doesn't work, you can move on to someone else. But it's actually not a singular sort of process. You can engage with as many people as you like. But fighting loneliness is about putting the effort in, and don't expect anything back. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. But you did your bit, and Allah will give you the right friends. And that's all I like to say. Don't forget, this is the channel where we help you with your problems, solving those. Dr. Deen's Real Talk. See you on the next one. Assalamu alaikum.